what do you do with the money that you make? How do you take the money that you have and put it to work for you to make even more money? How do you invest? How do you grow your net worth? So you're not just rich, but you're also wealthy. Meaning you have time to enjoy yourself. It's not just about punching a clock and working to some end. You're actually wealthy. You have investments. You have multiple streams of income. These 8 pillars together will make you the most resilient person in the world. You know why? Think about it. Imagine a woman who is an expert at managing her state. She knows how to always get herself into that right state. She has empowering beliefs about herself and life and success and money. She's got a compelling vision for the future. I want to get back to that in my last thought of the day before I do a Q&A. She knows how to create a wonderful vision. She has got great goals that she stretches herself. She has the highest of standards. She's not going to settle for less. She knows the rules and strategies of business. She knows how to bring in leads into the pipeline. She certainly is an expert at closing. When she makes that money, she puts it to work to make more money. You know what I call that woman? A rich woman. And I know a guy who is an emotional basket case, who spends most of his life in disempowered states. He's got limiting beliefs about everything: success, money, himself, the world. He has no vision. He's floundering. His standards are Corona, Miller Lite beer standards. He has the first idea about how to start, run, or grow a business. He thinks marketing is going to the grocery store and buying lettuce for his wife. He can't sell his way out of a paper bag. What do I call that person? Broke. That's a broke person. At the end of the day, this is who you are. It reflects to your finances in the world. It's not at any given moment. Yeah, it could be up or down a bit because life is funny like that. We have our ups, we have our downs. We live in a world where shit happens. But I promise you this, that if you skill up and you possess these outer world skills and you stay on yourself, motivating yourself, you're constantly living in this empowerment, this idea that self-improvement, high ideals, state management, belief systems. You can't help but get rich, whatever rich means to you. And you can't help but live an empowered, amazing life. It has to happen. It would be impossible. Think about it. How could that not happen? Eventually, lightning will strike because you'll be resilient. You know you have what it takes. You're not going to give up. At the end of the day, we are what we think about. But what we think about is directly impacted by what actually happens when we take action. One without the other, it doesn't work. So the secret, yes, I invented a system called the straight line, and it's awesome. But the secret is every single day, twice a day, I taught it to these kids and made them so great at it, and I fed them with positive belief systems, taught them how to manage their state, made them create vision boards, taught them how to focus on where they wanted to go, had them set daily goals, monthly goals, quarterly goals. We had them raise their standards every single day. It was a big thing, standards. What kind of person are you? And it worked like magic. We took kids that probably would have been working in 7-Elevens, and they were making $10 million a year at the age of 22. It's powerful when you get this right. One thing I want to tell you before I do a Q&A here is about, this vision and what it really means to have a powerful why. I get asked all the time about this, what's your why, or, what does it really mean? And then what I also get asked, which is interesting, is that, the story of how the movie came to be is that I went to jail. Right? I made all these mistakes. I ended up in jail. It wasn't the worst jail in the world, I'll admit. It wasn't that bad, okay? But, you're awake. Okay, I woke you up there. Here you go. But jail sucks. But my bunkmate was Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong, believe it or not. He was there for selling bongs on the internet. I shit you, this is true. We shared a cell. He was writing a book. He convinced me to start writing. And I get asked by journalists all the time, how did you teach yourself to write when you were incarcerated? I taught myself to write. Over the 24 months when I worked and focused on that, most people, they just get so negative, they're so disempowered. What was your secret to emerge stronger? If ever in my life was I flushed down a toilet bowl, in this case of my own making, I was flushed down the toilet bowl of the federal prison system and emerged with a book called The Wolf of Wall Street. Talk about turning lemons into lemonade, right? Holy shit, right? How did that happen? Well, you know how I did it? How did I stay positive? How did I maintain my resiliency even then? I'll tell you the secret. It was my why. At nighttime is the worst time when you're in jail and you're in bed alone with your thoughts, no one to blame but yourself, especially if you're getting honest about the mistakes you made. And I was honest. I knew what I'd done. And there were so many nights when you felt like you couldn't go on. Really, there were. And what I would do is I would close my eyes and I would imagine the faces of my children. 2 kids. I left a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. I still get choked up, even to this day. It's crazy, all these years later, 20 years ago, right? Not that long, 16 years ago, okay? But I left them, it was the worst night of my life telling them that Daddy had to go to jail. It was awful. And I would focus, and I said, I'm going to prove to my children that their dad could come back from this and do it right and become a different sort of person, someone they could be proud of. That's what kept me going at night. Your why is never going to be about you. It's not about what you can have or get. It's about the people that you love unconditionally. It's about the causes that you believe in. We will always do more for things and people that we love and believe in, truly in our hearts, than we'll ever do for ourselves. For me, I could have thrown in the towel and just, whatever, I'll make some money when I get out. But for my children, there was no way I was going to allow it to go down like that. They looked up to me. It was this big fall from grace. And I was determined to make it right for them, to show them who their father really was. And what ended up happening was obviously far grander and greater than I could have ever imagined. I didn't plan this out to happen this way. But it's the power of vision, it's the power of intention combined with massive hard work. Day in, day out, one foot in front of the other, never say die. No matter what the world throws at you, knowing that you have what it takes to succeed, that you have what it takes, and you're going to do it for those that you love and the things you believe in, not just to get rich. When you can connect into that, you become unstoppable. And that's what I really hope for all of you, that you can get to this level where you know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're achieving. What does it really matter to you? What are the causes you believe in? It sounds corny, but it's true. Give it a shot. Try it. I promise you, you'll see a massive difference. And maybe one day, if you write a book, Leo DiCaprio will play you in a movie. It's better than Danny DeVito. Thank you, guys.
If you love this video, you know I got another one that you're going to love. I got a video just to your right here. Click on that. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. And I'll see you in there.
JB the Wolf is in the house. Dude, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Pleasure.
8% Nation, we have the Wolf of Wall Street.